Hi everyone. A lot of you asking about WhatsApp, privacy, security. I'm getting a heck of a lot of messages. People saying, should I switch to Telegram, Signal? What's the differences? What should I do? Should I be worried about WhatsApp sending my data to Facebook? And even people talking about subpoenas of Facebook and what might happen in privacy, and do you trust Zuckerberg? Anyway, seems to be a global issue. How does that impact Facebook's share price? Let's just have a look at this and where do we stand? Is it time to get in, get out? Has it pulled back? So you want to get in, or do you want to get out and say, listen, new Congress, Biden, left wing, they're going to break it up? What does any of this mean? Looks like a hell of a lot of numbers on there at the moment. I'll come to the price chart. You can see how 2016 it was up 12%, then 53%, down 25% actually in 2018. Not very good, is it? 50% up in 2019, 33% up in 2020. So not bad figures at all in terms of returns. Is it overvalued? Has got to be the first question. And in terms of valuations, well, 26% is 26 times its profits is what you're paying in order to own it. So it's as if you're paying for 26 times last year's profits. The problem with that analysis is, of course, will profits increase exponentially? They own Instagram, they own WhatsApp, and there's a whole lot more you can do with WhatsApp. Who knows? They might make it easier to make payments. But this whole news story makes us a little bit worried. So longer term, I don't have a problem with it. Short term, well, what does it hold? I'm going to come to the chart in just 1 second. So hold on. Price to free cash flow, which is what that says. Yeah, I've got a few greens here. Not too bad. Got some greens. So in terms of overvaluation, we're not talking about Tesla. Cash flow, tons of cash. So if there is a market pullback, I would expect it to be one of the companies into which there'll be a flight to quality. So like I say, worries in terms of short-term news pushing it lower, but longer term, not crazy overvalued. So let's have a look at that price chart. Now, this is where it, whoops, come on, Alpesh. This is where it starts getting a bit more interesting. Okay, it's come off somewhat. I might need to make that a bit smaller. There we go. So now you can see it all. You should be able to see it all. Okay, it's come off a fair bit from its peaks. Peaked around where are we? 31 over there, and now we're at 25. That's a bit of a move down. This is looking at it over quite a long period of time. And of course, you get those down moves. Like we said, in 2018, it was actually a negative return. So don't say you're going to buy and hold it forever. In 2018, you, like many people, probably would have sold out of it. So what does it mean at the moment? Well, as I said, in the short term, there is downward pressure. Okay, one measure of that are all these various technical measures which look to see if there is selling pressure. So yes, I would, if somebody put a gun to my head and said, what do you expect will happen over the next month? I'm afraid I'd have to say over the next month, more likely to fall than rise. But I'm not going to time it off the back of that. I've got to decide first. Am I a long-term investor? Yes, I am. I've got long-term Facebook. I'll keep hold of it. I'm not going to trade in and out. Shorter term, I trade on a far shorter term. This whole period of trying to trade month in, month out is one of the worst things you can do. So I won't be looking to trade it month in, month out. But if you said to me, Alpesh, I don't own Facebook, should I buy it now or should I wait? The question to me, and I can't give you individual financial advice because I don't know your circumstances, my individual perspective on this at the moment is there'd be no harm in waiting. However, the danger becomes that you don't think first about the time frame you're going to hold it. If you're going to hold it for 12 months, you suspect, because it's a core holding with lots of cash flow, then don't say, should I wait or not? I would be more risk loving and get in. If you're very risk averse, you might say, well, I'll put a third of what I was going to put in this month, a third next month, a third the month after, just in case I miss some of the rises that might happen. But equally, I won't put it all in one go, just in case it does continue to fall. Will it continue to fall? Well, again, if you put a gun to my head, I'd have to put more money on. It's more likely, 60% likely to fall a little bit, probably not loads, than it is to rise. So if you're risk averse, you'd wait on that basis. If you're medium risk, you'd probably just put a third in, a third, or a fifth for the next 5 months or so. And if you're risk loving, you just go all in right now. Of course, if you're truly risk averse, you'd put the money in a bank account because there's always risk of loss. And what might the losses look like? It's always important to do that because we don't want to be speculators and gamblers. What might the losses look like? Well, look, this is where it is. Let's look at worst case scenarios. Okay, well, why could it not go back to simply the kinds of levels it's been at in 2020, which would mean another 20% fall? Would it? Roughly, just in maths at the top of my head, I think it could mean a potential 20% fall. Is that likely? No, I don't think so. Could it happen? I'm telling you, there's a lot of people on Telegram and Signal moving across. That's going to create negative sentiment. And don't forget, I think from Instagram, guess who's stealing business? YouTube, owned by Alphabet, creating shorts, which are the videos, and TikTok. So Instagram, is it as cool as it used to? After a while, you do get bored of looking at people and their holiday destinations, particularly in COVID. So I think there's a bit of a danger there as well. I'm not saying it's bad for the long term. I've got no problems having some cash in a cash-rich company like this. You saw the valuations. So like I said, work out what your holding period is going to be, work out your risk levels, and then that makes your decision making a lot simpler. Do not gamble and speculate on the basis, oh, it's going to fall and then it's going to skyrocket. No, I'm not a gambler, not speculate. If you want to do that, this is the wrong place to look for it. Okay, hope that was all helpful. Don't forget to hit subscribe, like, all those things the young kids say, whether you're watching this on Facebook, YouTube, or wherever. There'll be buttons so you get more of these analysis. If you want me to analyze any other stock, just let me know. Put it in the comments section. More than happy to do it. I'll have a look at alpeshpatel.com. Lots of free content there. Free book, my international best-selling book. You might be able to see some of them over my shoulder. Be able to download that. Free videos, free content, free education, especially good for your kids as well, if you want them to know about investing. Thank you very much.